You really want to know how to verify port security, and this is the core command. This is it, right here. A lot can be learned. Is it on? Yes. But let's play some what-if games. What if another MAC address added to this list? What if another MAC was found on this port? What would happen? I need you to answer that. So I needed to look at it and go, would it silence it? That would be what restrict would say. I'm going to allow to, but I only have one. So the answer is really kind of nothing. Nothing. It would bump up the total MAC addresses to 2, but let's rewrite this now. Let's say that instead we were looking at a value of 2 there. I'll scratch that out. And let's say, for the sake of argument, that now we saw that the total MAC addresses on the port presently was 2. The answer there would be an additional MAC address joining this would be silenced. It wouldn't shut down the port because we're not using the default violation mode of shutdown. We're using restrict. We would also send a message out to the ether saying, hey, we had an event take place from a security perspective on this port. You can also see things like configured MAC addresses, sticky learned MAC addresses, if there was a violation. Let's learn a little bit more about those sticky learned MAC addresses also. I'm not a proponent of this feature, but if you need to capture MAC addresses at one point, this is the easiest way to do it. Don't forget, you have to save these sticky MAC addresses to the startup config, and then they lose this designation of sticky. They lose that designation of sticky. But if you wanted to see your addresses in the address table, show port security address, and you can see that for VLAN 2, we have one of these, off fast Ethernet 0/1, and that's the MAC address. So there are a number of verification commands, though. You can also say, I just want to get an overall view. Give me a picture of what's going on from port security's perspective. I don't have a problem right now. I don't have any violations. That's the sort of thing that I'm going to look at. Let's look at our own environment. I'm going to do a show port security. If I have a violation, the number is going to go up. So you get a lot of detailed information from this. Just to look at all your ports, see what's going on. That looks good to me. And if you want to look at the addresses specifically, you have the ability to do this. Sticky secure is what we get when we do sticky learning. Secure dynamic is what we get when we open ourselves up and we say, who's connected? That's what I'm going to trust. So there's a difference there between them. There's static secure also, which would be manually entered MAC addresses.